Unmuted. What's going on, ladies and
Unmute ya.
gentlemen? Welcome to the Off the Grid. I'm Domo with the Great Man Sauce, and we're here today for the 2022 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, also known as Baku. So, Saucy, it's been interesting. We'll get our takes in a moment, but first and foremost, how are you, good man? How you going?
I'm good. I'm not too bad. Big week in sport. Watched the UFC today. It was a cracking card. Can't wait to talk about it come Wednesday. But we focused on the F1 today. I watched the F2 race. Watched Yuri Vips absolutely cock it up, and he was leading.
Did he ever fuck that up?
And he clipped the wall and took himself out of the race. That was pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. But this track poses quite a few challenges. There are some corners where it's extremely tight. Like it is so tight how close they're coming to the walls on the entries and the exits there. So it'll be interesting to see, I don't know what we're going to say the over-under is on red flags today or yellow flags.
Where we're going to start it at, we'll say over-under
1.5 red flags.
So yeah, we'll go. I'm going under.
Under? Actually, so you're saying less than
no. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go over because I can guarantee Stroll and Latifi are going to go into the wall and we're going to get 2 red flags because those two guys cannot fucking drive.
Yeah,
they're genuinely, mate, they're crashing in qualifying every week. Like, I don't get it.
Drivers are underestimating how much time they need to break into some of these corners. So I reckon, I'm telling you, they're gonna under break into some of these corners, and there's gonna be some crashes. I can see.
They're locked. How many times do people go off in the service lane?
Yeah,
by locking up, mate. It's just BJ, what's happening,
hey, mate?
Thanks for jumping in. But the tail of the tape, Sauce. Obviously, we've got Charles Leclerc and the new #1 driver at Red Bull, Sergio Perez, on the front of the grid. Max Verstappen in third, followed by Carlos Sainz. But the tail of the tape, Sauce, this whole entire weekend has been free practice 1, FP2, FP3, and qualifying. The 2 quickest guys the whole weekend are starting 1 and 2. It has been Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. No surprises. While the big surprise is coming into the race that it's Sergio Perez with more pace than Max Verstappen. But, man, it's no surprise when it came to qualifying after the 3 practice sessions that those 2 are at the top. As we know, we'll give a plug here right now on our TikTok. If you want live reactions and more up-to-date stuff on the spot, go over there and drop us a follow. I gave a bit of a reaction to qualifying, which I will, of course, talk about right now. But, Sauce, the qualifying champions this season have been Ferrari, but the race specialists have been Red Bull.
They have.
Who's your tip?
Well,
what do you think's going to happen? Do you reckon we're going to get another box? Stay out there.
I'm telling you right now. I had a look at the odds. I had a look at the odds before the race. Who the winner? They obviously got Leclerc as the favorite here at $2.40. They got Verstappen second favorite at $2.70, and then there was value. I saw. Hang on,
Perez.
They got Chico Perez. They had him at $3.60, but the punters have liked him late. They've backed him into $3.20. You know what, Domo? I'm going to chuck a $10 on him.
No, I reckon all the betting's back on the live stream.
I reckon Sergio Perez. I reckon Sergio Perez is taking it out. I just see it happen, mate. Chico Perez is going back to back
on the race.
W's.
This is going to be interesting.
Here we go.
Let's get to a few people. The formation lap. Well, then once the race has started, the first few laps is done and dusted. We will get into a bit of the porpoising discussion, Sauce, that's come up this weekend. But Matty Tabe, thanks for jumping in. Global, how you going? Matty says, I know it's F1, but I'm watching the movie Hustle right now. Everyone needs to watch it. Yes, I've heard it is very, very good. It is the new Adam Sandler film about an up-and-comer in making it into the big leagues.
Going to pump Hernandez Gomez cars.
I don't even know. I don't even know what the reference to that is yet. So I've got to watch.
Dude, he's the main character.
Juan Hernan Gomez.
Yes, he's the main character in the movie.
What the fuck? What?
And
Because he
people
couldn't
have
get a
been
game
saying
for
his
his team.
acting's actually really good.
Oh, because he can't get a game for his team.
Yeah,
so
well, he
now
can't get a
he's just
game, so he's trying to perfect
so he's
another
playing
skill,
fake basketball. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. On the big screen. Oh, fair enough. It's going to be heaps of passing today, says Global. Ricardo to win to save his seat. Adam says Yuki for the win. And Global has seen Hustle and Sauce. Because I am in a different location tonight watching this, this bad boy here is going to look a lot better this week. A lot better. If I can zoom it in. So your prediction, obviously, you're going to stick with Perez.
Chico Perez to win it, and I think we're going to get a surprise. I'm telling you, one of those guys,
obviously
Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez, one of those guys is not going to finish on the podium. We're going to get someone else that's going to come up there and finish on the podium. It's not going to
Georgie boy. Prince George?
I don't think so. He didn't sound confident pre-race. He didn't sound confident. They know that they don't have the pace on the straight. I think he said we were the slowest. We actually need to be careful of Gasly, who's behind us. That if he overtakes us, we could be in trouble because we might not be able to catch him. So
Bottas?
they're really lacking pace.
Do you reckon our boy Bottas? He could get back. Oh, mate, that'd be so good. We love Valtteri Bottas.
I think Lando's a sneaky chance to, if he drives a good race.
Lando.
Yeah, well, he's starting in 7th.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not a bad shout. It's very interesting. But you know what?
I
like it.
Yeah, there's going to be someone a bit different.
Hello, James.
He's not starting in 7th. He's starting in 11th.
Yes, James. It is a family-friendly time tonight. It sure is. Oh, I'm going to get this back up because we always forget to put this back up. There it is. Bang. The socials. All right, here we go. They're
the TikTok one in there, Doma. You have to update.
Yeah, I've got to change that. Get rid of what am I going to get rid of? Get rid of the YouTube because this is where we're seeing it on fucking YouTube. Fucking Lamont Dom over here putting YouTube on the YouTube video. Like, come on. What a fucking peanut move that was. I'll just change that.
Who have you got, Doma? Who have you got? Who's winning today?
I'm going back. I reckon Carlos Sainz, if he can finish the race.
He's 17-1. They got him in the bookies at.
Fucking chuck a tenner on him. I recken Carlos Sainz. I got a feeling that Perez now is going to compete with Max, and there could be a bit of 2018 vibe when Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen crashed each other out.
Yeah,
there could be a bit of a.
They did show that pre-race.
Yeah, I know, and I was liking it too because it's perfect timing to be showing that clip. Obviously, 2 races ago, they let Perez pass.
Here we go, the green flag.
And here we go.
Come on. Where we go. Good start.
Perez has got him already, mate.
Sergio! Bang! First corner! Come on, Perez!
There's Saucy's bet.
Come on! Chico, what a start. Bang. Did you see him lock up? I told you, mate. They locked up into that corner.
It's hard. That's such a tough one. This is... Well, Georgie Russell.
Look, there's a long way to go. I'm celebrating, but there's a long way to go because...
There's a lot of time.
Ferrari do have really, really good pace on the straight. And the straight here in Azerbaijan... It's huge. It's huge. And there's a big DRS zone. So
it's a bloody runway, not even a straight. It's an airplane runway. That's how long it is.
I know.
He started very well here.
Yeah, very good start.
This is unbelievable, Sauce. Like, honestly, the scenes, if you can win this race, like what it does for the World Championship is unbelievable. It'll bring them all within literally like 8 points of each other.
Yeah, comments from Verstappen's father. He's not happy that some race decisions in Monaco cost his... Of course he has to say something. Of course
he's pissed off, mate. Max's dad, Checo's dad should come out now next and say, oh, just remember who won the world title for your son. Holding him up in the last race, mate.
Correct.
That's what I'd say if that was my son that was getting berated by another father. Just know your lane, son.
Quick to forget. They're in good position here, so we'll see how they can manage this.
Also, a reminder on to pay attention to Sebastian Vettel in this one. I don't think he's finished outside of 5th ever in this race. I think.
So one of his favourite tracks, probably.
Yeah. He remember he was on the podium last year, Source. Sebastian Vettel in this race finished 3rd or 2nd after that crazy restart. This was obviously the race that had all that controversy on the restart after a red flag, and Hamilton, where obviously Leclerc just locked up. He just went straight. He didn't turn the car. He just went straight on the restart last year. So it's a good start. For people that have tuned in live, do drop a comment if you're new. If you're a long-time follower, keep the chat flowing. Global says Perez drifting hard. Yes, did notice that. And of course, while you're watching this, if I do turn my head, apologies. I'm not ignoring Saucy or anyone else on the stream. I've got it on a separate screen, so just got the race on there. Fine, but see, he's got flat spots already on his tires, Leclerc, off the first turn because he locked up.
He's rubbed off that much rubber on that front left.
Would you say, Source, like in all honesty, would you say that it's actually a disadvantage to start in Charles Leclerc's position?
Well, in that situation where the first turn
on the inside turn,
you get the inside lane from second position. It's not the worst to starting second there, is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a disadvantage, but there's a few of those tracks on the calendar that going into turn 1, the inside lane looks much better than where pole position starts on the outside. So I think it's all the reaction thing, I guess. How's the Mercedes going? Georgie Russell, he's just solid, mate. George Russell in 5th. Happy days.
It's interesting to see how they go.
Apparently, Hamilton's not even going to finish this race, according to Toto Wolff. That's what he said. They're not finishing. Oh, Latifi, what's he done? Oh, what's this Le Mans doing? Oh, Latifi. He's just lost the plot, hasn't he?
Fancy copping a 10-second penalty because your team's incompetent to put you in the right position to start.
No, he overbroke in the starting position. I think that's what it's for. He went over the line, so they had to push him back. They're both just clowns anyway. Verstappen in there within a second of Charles Leclerc. Perez already 2.2.
30 kilometers here on this straight.
Latifi's already in the pit here, serving his 10-second stop and go. Oh, Danny Rick chasing down Lando. This car's so shit, Sauce. It's so bad.
It's just terrible. They just can't seem to improve.
He's just getting hammered.
Fine pace.
Lewis Hamilton within a second of Gasly. I definitely made a mistake picking Carlos Sainz to win this race. I was banking on Charles Leclerc to be in front on turn 1, so then the Red Bulls can just beat the crap out of each other for second and third. Because Carlos Sainz already 2.5 seconds behind Max. He's literally praying that there's an accident or a stuff up in the pits or something.
Yeah, Perez is going nicely. 2.5 second
I'd say
lead.
my prediction is also starting to diminish. Source about Mercedes winning a race before well, I did say they'd be on the podium. I did say that. I said they'd be on the podium / win a race before Silverstone, and Georgie Russell was on the podium last week, or 2 weeks ago. So technically, I'm 50% accurate. So if Adam beats and breaks you in the comments, half of my shit, well, the full piece of shit is stuck to the wall at the moment, and half might fall off in a couple weeks, and it could be 50% right. He loves my takes, Adam, that tunes in every week. My second half of last year was very bad. That's I'd admit
Verstappen's going to get Leclerc here.
100% he is.
He's getting within half a second of him.
But this has happened in the first couple races source of the season, and as we know, they always fight each other back for position, and you never know. Just those top two up there are Perez and Verstappen. Ferrari might just be happy to sit behind them for laps. I can't see Verstappen getting told to yield for Perez. Like, they're going to have to race each other today. Leclerc just set a purple first sector. Why can't I get that? Oh, I've made it too big. Let me see if I can. Just so you can see the sector 3 colors. There you go. So purple sector for Max. So Lewis is closing in on Pierre Gasly. Oh, he's chasing him. No, he's still got. It was that first sector for Leclerc with the turns that he was able to hold him off. So Leclerc purple first sector again. Magnussen up into 15th. I do like this race source. It's got a castle, mate, in the track. Oh, that's cool.
See, that's
so sick. It's better than painted on water in a parking lot.
I love it how every time we go to these European races, we go back and just throw shit at the Miami race. They just fucking put together just a shambles of an event. They had boats there that weren't even in water.
You know, what's that? Let me.
Just trying to have a look at a few Sergio Perez cards, mate. 2020. See what some of his stuff goes for.
I'm trying to that's the one. That's literally the one that I was thinking. It's like the European Grand Prix are literally like Lego, so well put together. And then the Miami Grand Prix is like, you remember like Connects, the cheaper version of Lego?
Yeah.
The more affordable one. That's literally what Miami is. I would just get the cheap pieces and put a bit of paint and drop in a couple boats on some blue paint, and that's your race scenery. Like,
it's
what
the
fuck?
It's a knockoff. It's like when you go down to the Vic Market or something, and you see the like the knockoff. You see like they used to have like the instead of the Lonsdale or something. We would say Los Angeles, but it looks like the Lonsdale.
Yeah,
top
Lonsdale. Everfast. They had Everfast instead of Everlast. What a mess. You should be able to get him on this lap, Max. Traction problems for Leclerc, but he's going to get caught here, I think. Sainz is 4 seconds behind Verstappen.
How does he know that he's got traction problems?
Oh, the computers. The computer tells him everything. Have I not told you about this? So the computer system in the garage tells them everything, where they're losing pace, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, but he was talking about Perez losing traction.
No, Perez or no, Leclerc.
Oh,
because if he's
it was
tired.
Leclerc on the radio. Was it talking about himself losing traction? Was he?
No. It was the guy from there was the Ferrari garage saying to Leclerc. Yeah. Here we go. Bit of pressure. Russell's just a mile behind as well. Oh, Ricciardo says he's got better pace than Lando. Come on, Danny. Give us something this week.
You reckon he's got more pace? I mean, he was getting up close to him. And he doesn't want to do a la 2018 where he run up the back of Verstappen.
Yeah. They're going to go at each other the whole race, Leclerc and Verstappen. Literally just going to hammer each other. For Verstappen, some yellow sectors here. Not great.
What did they start on? What tyres did most of them?
Mediums. Everyone's on mediums except for Ricciardo.
Oh, yes, I see. Has that
Ocon, Bottas, Stroll, and Schumacher. Bottas has struggled this weekend. Absolutely struggled. Which we hate to see, of course. We love Valtteri Bottas.
I'll tell you what. This is...
Yeah. What is it, Saucy?
I was just listening. I just wanted to hear what they said on the radio.
Yeah, yes.
I'll tell you what. Sergio Perez could be not a bad buy in the card. Well, as far as I know, the 2020 card is his first official release of card, right?
Fucking hell. Why do I even make these predictions?
What's he done?
But I know I'm right again, half right again. I said, he could win this race if he can finish the race. And guess what? He can't finish the race because he's a Le Mans. Oh, just Carlos, give your seat to Danny Rick already. Seriously. Oh, the car failed. It's probably a new engine that failed on the first time they drove it. Oh, this is just shambolic. Guess what, Sauce? Georgie Russell's in fourth.
Here he is.
Let's have a listen here. Oh, it's gone. Bye.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, that's gone. Bye-bye.
That was ugly.
Yo, Vincent, what's happening? But yeah, sorry, Source. Get back to what you were saying about Sergio
Well,
Perez.
as far as
in the
I know,
car
that's
market.
his rookie card from 2020, Sergio Perez. So, I mean, PSA 10, his refractor sold for only $330.
But everyone's going to go ballistic now, Source, over that shit. Like, just buying him like crazy.
You know?
Because he's up there. There's a virtual safety car, by the way. And Leclerc pit and changed to the hard tyres.
Has he got ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the pits there? I think Hamilton had to queue probably behind him. So I would say yes, he has. He's in front.
Oh, so Russell's done all right here, coming out in 4th. Alonso in 5th. Norris in 6th. Ricciardo in 7th. They've climbed up. Obviously, they haven't got newer tyres, so. Oh, this Le Mans getting the jack stuck under the front end of the car. Have a look at this in the pit
What was
lane.
that? Was
On
Ferrari.
Leclerc. Yeah. Come on.
Oh.
Good to hear.
I rewinded and had a look.
Vincent's cooking eggs, in case anyone wanted to know. What are you cooking with it? Yeah, you put in some bacon, mushrooms.
I seen he got a PSA 9 on his Lewandowski 1 of 1 that he pulled. Not too bad.
Oh, nice.
Not
That's
too
good.
bad.
That's good. I like it. That's good news. Oh, here we go. Green flag. Yeah, but he's got... No. Where's Hamilton in 11th? Oh, I like it. Hamilton's behind Vettel as well. That's elite. That could be a nice battle.
So a lot of them
Yeah,
have gone
it
in and
is.
put the hards on.
There you go. Global says huge for Danny Rick because he has hards on and can go longer. That is on the money. That is on the money, Global. It's very good for Danny Rick. Could get a good result here. So fourth is open for anyone in this race. If they can somehow catch Georgie Russell. Obviously, no stops, though, for the McLarens and Alonso. And, of course, no stops for the Red Bulls either. They reckon that they were saying that they think that Red Bull pulled the tyres out to fake out Ferrari. So they bring in Leclerc because they thought that Red Bull was going to pit. And then, obviously, they just kept driving, and then Leclerc came in. But who knows?
Mind game,
but
tactician.
it was on a virtual safety car too, so it's actually probably a good time to come in and pit to get some freshies on.
Well, from this point, the hards might be able to see out the race, no?
Yeah, potentially. But it's a big risk. You lose a lot of pace at the end. I expect to see softs at some stage.
Geez, the softs don't last long. They're only good for about 10 laps, aren't they?
Yeah, but
10 laps.
it could work pretty. I don't know. Could work on this track. Leclerc could this could be a big moment, pitting Leclerc, because as they're saying, and as you said, Source, these can last the whole race. These tires. And Leclerc, once they pit, is definitely going to go in front by about 8 seconds. So, and the good news for Leclerc is those two are going to be fighting each other, the top two, and they're going to start losing a bit of time, I think. Global says they gained 10 seconds on a virtual safety car. It's correct. Fastest sector for Sergio Perez. Hamilton's just battling.
Yeah, and I think it's cost of a place to Sebastian Vettel, who was second fastest yesterday in the speed trap. And an update for you. Everyone in front, apart from Alonso and the midfield cricket, those who did have got to do a bad one-stop or convert to a two-stop. So, the theory here is it is a one-stop race, but the conditions are much hotter. And well, Will Joseph, Lando's race engineer, thinking a one-stop is bad here.
Who set the purple? Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel, who's second fastest in the speed trap yesterday. Hamilton's going to try and get past him. And Vettel, though, is hunting down Esteban Ocon, who was one of the
Too bad.
Come on, Seb.
Reckon he can catch him?
Come on, Seb. Here he comes.
The Hamilton's on his back.
No, not that lap. A purple sector for Leclerc.
Oh, he's locked up.
To try and get past that Alpine. And look how that DRS is giving Sebastian Vettel an advantage as into turn 3 we go.
Oh, and there's a safety car that gets Leclerc back into it. Potentially. No, he's back on.
No, he's done. He's managed it very well.
Fuck.
But he's lost 2 spots there.
There's Lewis Hamilton just strolls back up into a... No, he definitely can't global, and that's why I think it's going to get pretty exciting because I think they're going to go at each other. So, 2 weeks ago, Red Bull told him to pass. It's not happening. Fuck, that was a 6-spin turn. Oh,
mate, he managed that well.
It looks so
elite. Managed to not hit the wall, but then the fact that he just went there and spun the car around like that.
It was actually worth him going off so we could see that. Because it looked mint.
That was amazing. That was
purple sector for Leclerc as well. 1 second quicker than the Red Bulls. So now Lewis Hamilton hunts down Esteban Ocon.
That's what I mean, mate. I'm telling you, the drivers are underestimating how much time you need to break into some of these corners. He opened up the DRS there to get past, but then he didn't have enough. Once he made the pass, didn't have enough time to break into the corner.
Leclerc with the handy extra World Championship point with the fastest lap. Georgie Russell's literally is in like no man's land in that position. No, like Alonso is not going to be able to catch him. He can't catch Leclerc, so he's pretty much just driving solo, just consistent. Hope for an accident in front of him or a shit pit stop in front of him, and then he can just capitalize and try and get on.
That's what he said. That's what he said pre-race. We're going to have to like. We're just
really?
going to have to defend. He literally what he said to Sky Sports pre-race. He literally said, "Just going to try to defend from behind, like what's behind us, not make a mistake, and hope that something in front of us, they may make a mistake, and we can gain on the mistake." He goes, "We don't have the pace." It's literally he said, "We don't have the pace."
There we go.
Yeah, there's still a lot to play out here because
they both need to stop.
Both have to have a stop. So
it's going to be interesting what they do because you can't double stack them. So one's going to have to stop at one point in the race and another one's going to have to stop at another point. Ideally, Source, for Red Bull, what they need is a red flag. So they don't have to make that decision. They can just change their tires for free with everyone just sitting in the pits. That's the ideal situation. Technically, it's not for us
That's where
because we
they
don't want
should,
to.
that's where they should get in touch with Latifi and say, "Hey, mate, just crash into the wall."
Oh, he'll do it. He'll do it. You don't need to get in contact with him. He's got a sixth sense for crashing into the wall. He was watching Yuri Vips going, "Oh yeah, I can probably do that this afternoon." Yeah. That's a good way of doing it, Yuri. Global, you did call for Max for the win. I called for Carlos Sainz, and he's currently sitting in 20th position out of the race. So I should have given a backup. Oh, Lewis is catching him, Esteban. In all honesty, I can see Lewis finishing up there in that 5th, 7th position. Obviously, the two McLarens still need to stop as well, so that helps him. No fighting. Yeah, I am the Moz. Honestly, I've been good for pretty much everything except Carlos Sainz. Every race I've said he's a chance to win it. He's actually crashed out in all three of them. Oh, not finished all three of them. I said it in Australia. I said it in this one, and I said it in was it Italy, the Italian Grand Prix, when he didn't finish that one either. I got to just stop talking about Carlos Sainz. Just get rid of him. Like, forget about him, Dom. Like, that's pretty much it. He's just having a mare of a season.
There's nothing you can do about that, though. True.
You can't.
Literally nothing you can do about that.
Mind you, Charles Leclerc has cut his 12-second gap behind second position to 6, Source. All this time that we've been looking at two guys in front. And yes, James is right on it. Works out good for Charles because those two cars need a pit. So Bottas is up into 14th. Let's have a look at Danny Rick's times. He was 7/10. Well, what was he? Oh, here comes Perez. It was 700th of a second quicker than Lando on the last lap.
There we go.
Or just in front of Russell.
Man, there's some racing for Russell.
Here comes Georgie boy. Could get him on the straight here. So hydraulic issue for Carlos Sainz. Yeah, they're just thinking, we just got to give Max a bit more time in front. So we'll subtly take away time from Perez without telling him that we want Max to win. Just hold the jack there. Don't let him down. Perez is slow. Russell's very quick. So, Source, did you want to touch on the porpoising issue that has arisen this weekend with obviously the long straight causing some big problems for drivers? The porpoising is the bouncing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of drivers and the the team leaders, Toto and Horner and that complaining about the ridiculous amount of bouncing on the straight, and that drivers are complaining about having sore backs from so much bouncing, and that it's compressing their spine. So, and this isn't just for this race. This is for being an issue, throughout the season. It's something that they want the FIA to have a look at and change some of the legislation around. Well, there we go. Hamilton got the overtake, and something they want them to revise and change some of the the rules and legislations around the cars so that they can fix this issue, because with the current rules that they've got and parameters they've got set, they can't actually fix the issue. A lot of the teams have tried to fix the issue with all the bouncing, and there's nothing they can do about it. So it looks like it's going to be an ongoing issue throughout this season. Might be something once they can, change the rules and give them a bit more leeway on certain things. Probably got to do a bit with the suspension. I'm guessing it's got to do with their suspension.
What happened there?
Up in pit.
He's all right.
He's good. Clean pit stop. Jeez, you would think, I would have thought maybe they'd try keep him out there a few more laps so that you can then maybe keep this potentially to a one-stopper for Verstappen, and he could go out there on hards and maybe see it out to the end. I don't know.
Alonso's in the pit, so Hamilton's going to move into 8th here.
Hamilton pitted already once, so
yeah, that's what I mean. He's just climbing slowly. Also, remember that the two McLarens still haven't stopped.
Yes, correct.
So Hamilton potentially, you could say, he's in 6th position. Danny Rick just can't get past Lando. He's just struggling. He needs to get that changeover so we can see his pace with a bit of clean air in front of him trying to chase down Georgie Russell. So let's just have a look at Verstappen times. He just set a purple, sector 2. Just currently 13 seconds behind Leclerc. Let's see how quickly he can drop that. Hamilton's gaining time on Gasly. He's dropped it from 6 seconds to 4.5.
Now you said Daniel Ricciardo needs to get past Lando Norris. And guess what? I think Daniel Ricciardo was listening to exactly.
Here he comes, Danny Rick.
He's going to go for it here. Is he? No.
Oh.
Yeah. They both got a pit though, so they're going to lose those spots, and then.
But Danny's got hards on sauce. Lando's got mediums, so he can go a bit longer.
So probably the move in this race was to start on the hards, because if you start on the hards, you could probably get away with a one-stopper.
Well, it's meant to be a one-stopper regardless, so I think people went in early for that stop because that virtual safety car came out. So it just made sense. Oh, we can stop and then we can make it a 2-stopper now. Just get fresher tires on real early.
The Ferrari, they
Two in 4 weeks.
They flunked for 2 years. They flunked for 3 years to prepare for this year. Put all their money in this, and they still can't get it right, mate.
2 in 4 races, Source.
You are joking.
Oh, in 3 races. There you go. 2 in 3 races.
Up into the podium. What did I tell you? I told you, mate. We were one of those guys, they wouldn't finish.
Now all we need is a miracle. So our
come on, Danny Rick's up into 4th, mate.
Come on, Danny Rick. Come on. Get out of here, Gasly. Gasly actually finished on the podium as well. Did he win it last year? Someone won it.
Those Ferraris are shit. Yeah, they are shit, mate. They spent all their money on this season. They still can't get it right. I can't believe it.
Danny can defend. Danny can defend. Oh no, they've lost the plot. Ferrari have genuinely lost the plot. Oh, they've lost it. I better take some notes here, Source, because I'm going to have to do a TikTok and there's too much fucking happening.
Your TikTok might go for more than the 1 minute.
Nah, it'll be a minute. I'll get it in there. I'll just say
I'll try keep it for a minute.
I'll just say the 2 Le Mans of the race were Sainz and Leclerc, and the giant Le Mans was just Ferrari as a team. Unbelievable.
Come on.
So, Max Verstappen, who leads the championship by 9 points, is now on his own.
Yeah, too much pace, Gasly. Got him.
Is up in the 3rd. Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah, he's too quick.
Not any longer at all. Pierre Gasly has tucked in, shall we say, to the eventual meal.
Got him.
Well, technically, unless something crazy happens, Source, this should be the top 2 or top 3 by the end of this race. Fucking hell, these Ferraris are terrible, man. Apparently, I don't know if you heard what the commentators were saying, but I think Valtteri Bottas is onto his 3rd Ferrari engine this season. Source in the Alpha.
What's that?
Valtteri Bottas, because the Alfa Romeos use Ferrari engines. Apparently, he's onto his 3rd engine. He's been having problems with them.
So they're not very good.
Fuck. What a nightmare. Lewis Hamilton up into 6, Source. They just held up Danny Rick because they treat Danny Rick like shit. Had nothing to do with Fernando Alonso. How's Georgie Russell? Just drives in no man's land. all season, and he's just like, yeah, I'll take some podiums. I'll do this. I'll just climb up the world championship.
Mate,
Like,
Mr. Consistent, mate. Mr. Consistent.
Work.
That's what his nickname is this season, Mr.
Yeah,
Consistent.
it is. He's just like light work. It's pretty much cooked. Leclerc's he's single-handedly, Ferrari is single-handedly costing themselves the world championship. Like, Perez is outright second now. Georgie Russell, it goes 25, 18, 15 points. He's almost at 100 points, Georgie Russell. He puts himself pretty much a race clear of Carlos Sainz. Oh, no. Zhou Guan Yu, gone. Technical issue. Yeah, guess what? It's a Ferrari engine.
Oh my God, he doesn't sound happy. He's not happy.
He's like, why? He goes, why are you giving me Leclerc's hand-me-down engines? They're shit. Just let me drive with the first engine. Bottas up into 12th. Come on, Bottas. Get into the points, son. Well, it's been an exciting race, Source. We can't say it hasn't been exciting. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen here. Here comes Seb again. Just be careful on this turn here, Seb. Because what the hell? He's trying to spin Ocon or something. What the? What the fuck is going on? This is insane. Did he hit him?
He just got close, but didn't hit him. He did not hit him.
So we've got 3 retirements.
Both Ferraris out. Jeez.
And then both Ferraris and then a Ferrari-powered car is the third one out. So technically, 3 Ferraris are out. That's unbelievable. Yeah, hasn't got enough. Hamilton within DRS now on Danny Rick.
I reckon he'll get overtaken.
Danny? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got to finish higher than Norris. Literally all he has to do. Hamilton's cut the gap here. I think is he going to get him? Oh, we got him. Oh! What on, Seb? Come on. I'm going to find out the Sebastian Vettel stat.
If he didn't lock up, he would be fighting for a podium.
Yeah. Sebastian Vettel.
To make the overtake into that turn 3, locked up, went on, lost the place to Hamilton, and then to Sonoda when he was trying to get past Esteban Ocon. Right, Karun, down to you. Yeah, so if you're looking at Daniel Ricciardo, you just mentioned him, Paul, in fifth place.
He's finished top three times. Him and Sergio Perez have the most top three finishes at Baku. Alonso, your boy Sauce. 100% they did. Global, you're on the money. They stuffed Danny Rick up by holding him up behind Norris for that long. Yeah. They used the whole, we want to undercut Fernando Alonso excuse, mate. Like, don't give us that shit. Look how far Fernando Alonso is. Like, yeah, here comes Lewis Hamilton into fifth. I thought he wasn't going to finish the race, Sauce. That was it. Didn't Toto throw in the towel before the race even started?
Yeah, he did. So he might not finish the race.
Oh. What do you know? Once again,
I mean,
Mercedes talking shit. Wouldn't be the first time.
Look, as bad as their cars have been, it's not like their cars have failed.
No, they're not terrible. No,
like
they've
Ferrari.
finished races.
Well, they've been finishing most races.
They got reliable engines. Like, look at Russell. He's finished in the top 5 every single race. Like, he's been super consistent. And Alonso is just hunting down people, mate. He's got the little he's got the Binance decal on the car there, Sauce.
I know how to see. On every car, there's like, you see it, FTX, there's one OKX. They're OKX. Exchanges, mate. Trading exchanges.
Yeah. Crypto's all a fad anyway. It doesn't exist. We just let every crypto agency just sponsor everything. Because sponsorship actually costs money, Sauce. I don't know if people actually understand that. They actually got to pay for major sponsorships and stuff. So, anyway. It actually costs money. Here comes Alonso again. He's just bang. See Ocon. He's charging. Genuinely storming. What the fuck have they put in this Alpine? Sector 3, 25 seconds. Fuck. Throw some questions our way. Feel free to ask us anything you like.
Verstappen can hold it out from here. Doesn't have to pit again.
No, doesn't have to do anything.
See out the race.
Yeah, I reckon he's home.
He's home here because
last time we said he was home, his engine blew up on the straight at Baku last year. So
true.
Never say never. I really want Perez to win because you chucked the cheeky tenner on him.
Yeah, I know. Spewing. I don't think that's going to come through. Max was 270.
It's Formula 1 Sauce. It's Formula 1. Anything can happen. I just love the fact that they're qualifying Kings Ferrari and they can't do anything on race day. Like, the engine's only good enough to do freaking 10 laps, which is pretty much qualifying, so they can get the quickest time, and then I'll put that engine into a race, and it's just like, it'll just explode. It makes no sense.
I don't know. I don't understand. Don't they put it through testing and stuff? Like,
yeah, of course they do. But you know the old saying, short-term pain, long-term gain? For Ferrari, it's short-term pain, long-term pain, because every time this happens on the small scale, it affects them on the larger scale for the constructors in the World Championship. So that are they still happy, Sauce? Ferrari? Remember from last time? Are they still happy that, the engine blew up and they're like, oh, yeah, but we learned that we'll quicken these sectors, so it's okay? Remember when they said that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's okay. We learned from this race. What'd you learn? That's going to blow up again? You peanuts. It's never a good thing when your engine blows up on the first race when you put it into the car. It's meant to be an improvement on what you had previously, and it's exploding, but we're learning from it and we're going to get better. Mate, that's the whole point of an
And this
an
time
engine
it
upgrade.
exploded, but it exploded quicker.
But the point
It
of an
didn't even
engine
last as
upgrade,
long.
was an engine upgrade, the point of it is it shouldn't do what it's doing. It should be better than the engine before it. I've lost the plot. Adam says, got my fingers crossed. Max gets it.
No, I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen.
Just imagine that. Georgie Russell will move into second. Mate, he's genuinely a British driver that can have a cup of tea. He's got his English breakfast cup of tea in there in a thermos, and he's just sipping it through his helmet. And that's all he does every race. He just drives around and goes, yeah, this guy's crashing, that guy's crashing. I'll move into podium. This is good. Like, he loves it. He goes, I've gone from a Williams that was a piece of shit to finishing in the top 5 and potentially getting on a podium every week. He's loving life. It was meant to be a one-stopper, but some cars, I think, are going to stop twice because of that virtual safety car early. So they used it as a bit of a strategy. Oh, Lewis Hamilton into 5th on the radio saying that his tyres are failing. I haven't heard that in a couple of weeks. Must only happen in a top 5 situation. Yeah, he can. Oh, you're on the money. He can. He needs to hold on 10 laps. 10 laps is a long time in Formula 1 racing, though, on old tyres. But if he can, you're on the money, Global. He can chuck the softs on and just go hard, real hard. Oh, fuck. Verstappen's home. Yeah, I know. I did hear him say that his back's cooked. Danny Rick on the 0 stops. Have a look at him. He's just talking about this porpoising stuff. No, I don't think he will, Adam. If he does, I'll be surprised. As much as I give Lewis Hamilton shit, he's a beast. He's actually a warrior. He's not going to just lay down. Danny does need a safety car, Adam. 100%. Come on, Bottas. Come in. Change your tyres, mate. Albon in the pits.
Next week, that's another street track there. Before we get to the lovely billiards table that is Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
You know full well what it's like to be the race around here. You head out, target 48-0.
And I think that is very, very good advice from a very experienced race engineer, Jean-Pierre, keeping his man focused, keeping his man on it.
There you go. Just telling him. It's just saying to Max, just keep your head down, mate. Drive properly. You don't need to be doing 47 5s. You can do 1 minute 48 second laps. Fuck, look how bad that is on Lewis Hamilton, bro.
I know. Look at his head.
That's so bad. The FIA better do something. You're genuinely gonna fuck. The drivers are gonna be struggling. You won't even be able to get out of bed tomorrow. He'll be in that much pain. Like, if his body would just be destroyed. Like, they got to do something. FIA regulation this, regulation that. Shut the F up, FIA clowns. Mate, you let marker cars pass a freaking safety car in the last race of the season so you could have Verstappen win, but you don't care about the safety. I'm like, come on. Change the rules. You put a halo on the car. You did all this other shit. Come on. I reckon they definitely got the... what that tells me is the teams have the technology to get rid of the porpoising. It's just because of the regulations, they can't put those measures in place because then it'll be against the laws of the sport. That's what it tells me. Fuck, Hamilton's gone hammer time again, Adam. 2.5. Could get into that fourth spot. Be a big race for Mercedes if they can get a third and a fourth. Yes. Get the ride height up, and it should help a fair bit. Danny Rick's just holding on, still there, global.
Well, 340 on the straight.
Freaking quick.
I don't see. Well, Danny Rick still has to pit.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm interested to see what happens there.
So what Global was saying, he goes, if you could hold on for X amount of laps, he could then just chuck on the softs, the quicker tires, and literally just try and set crazy lap times.
That's a good point.
And that could actually keep him up there, potentially close the gap and get him in that top 5, potentially.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you can hold out to around 40 laps and then get it on, get the softs on, softs should be able to hold out 11 laps.
Yeah, easy.
And he might be able to just overtake people with ease. He could be catching freaking 3 seconds on guys with the softs.
100% he could. Oh no, another Ferrari outsource.
Magnussen, Bottas.
Magnussen. Another Ferrari engine.
Ferrari engine in too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The FIA will change the rules around ride height and downforce. I think they will. And I think Ferrari's going to have to change their rules about how they're creating their freaking engines at the moment, the parameters, because they're a piece of shit. I reckon, Source, a lot of it is stemmed from the heat at Baku and the engine and the car heat not being able to sustain it. And it's causing engine failure because it's getting overheated. Oh, here we go. Virtual safety car, Source. Le Mans coming for Ferrari, says Global. Mate, there's been a lot of Le Mans. Bailey Sniff being one of them. Oh, Bailey Sniff. He's right up there. Source. There could genuinely be, alongside Bailey Sniff,
they double stacked.
There could be Ferrari. And there was someone else that did a Le Mans thing, Source, you sent to me. Oh, no. Who sent it to me? Someone sent me something on Instagram. You lost the plot on. It was Who sent it to me? No, it wasn't you.
We found a few Le Mans this week. Few
James.
nominations.
James sent me one. This guy on Whatnot Source literally just loses the plot, and he's just like giving it to people that have bought into his break and filled these spots. And he's like, "I'm refunding you," and he's like, "F you, F the." It was. I'll send you the clip, mate. He just
What, there's a
loses the
clip?
plot. Yeah, it's. I'll send it to you. Some spud.
Oh, he's not. He's got the loose cannon in his super coach team. Yeah, mate. You better trade him out. He's going to be out for 4 weeks, mate.
2-week ban, they reckon.
Yeah,
For
but
the
he
sniff.
got suspended. Got suspended.
Oh,
for 2
that's
weeks,
right.
And then he's going to
He's
get
gone
another
for
2
4.
weeks. He's
Yeah,
gone
get
for
rid of the
4.
sniff.
You
Get rid of the sniff.
him, mate.
Get rid of the sniff.
You got 2 weeks for the headbutt, and he's going to cop another 2 weeks for the sniff.
He could definitely be a Le Mans of the week. The sniff. Oh, mate. What a potato. Global, I love him even more now.
Look, there's one thing I will say. He's not the only one professional AFL player that does it.
Sauce. Fuck.
It is rampant. It is rampant through the AFL, mate.
Danny Rick put the mediums on.
We can see that on the medium compound tire. He's going to be quite the threat. Sorry, Ricardo behind Vettel, behind Alonso, but on the medium tire towards the end of this race, fresh medium tires as well. Could get quite racing, Daniel Ricciardo. Still with the virtual safety car will be clear away.
There you go. So that's their plan. They've put the mediums on Danny Rick.
Fuck. Hamilton's actually going to finish 4th. Look at the tire ages. Oh, mate, move the freaking Toyota, mate, so we can back the Haas. Fuck. 4 Ferraris, mate. 2 official Ferraris and 2 supplied power unit Ferrari cars.
The engine is still smoking.
Look at Magnussen. He's just stopping the car. What a machine, mate. Superman. He's like, hurry up, you lemons. These guys could get the Le Mans of the week as well. The car's about to burst on into flames, and they're just like, yeah, it's all right. It's only a couple $1 million worth of equipment. Well,
Mate, how slow were the bloody track people to get on the track?
yeah, it's in typical European sauce. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Typical Europeans. You order your food, mate. They fucking take ages.
He's probably having a short black when he's meant to be actually working.
He's having a dart, mate. He was having a dart.
A dart and a coffee in a short black, and he's turning around and going, "Oh, that's a bit of smoke. That's all right." What an idiot. Hamilton less than a second behind Tsunoda, who's on the older tyres. Tell you what. This is going to be a good last 16 laps. It's going to determine the 4th, 5th, 6th. And it's going to really show us what Daniel Ricciardo's got, because he's got the quicker tires, and yeah, could be very interesting to see what happens. Yeah, the virtual safety car global, So Source, they opted in with the virtual safety car this week instead of the red flag. So the over 1.5 red flags, no chance of happening.
No chance.
increase his speed and sadly for him, also increase the bouncing as well. And if you can see clearly, you can see that
Here comes Lewis on the inside, and he's into fifth.
Did that perfectly.
He's got 10 seconds to gain on Gasly, who's got 26 lap old hards.
Oh yeah.
Lewis on the
You can definitely chase
pressure
that down.
tyres. You could say, see you later, Pierre Gasly, and we're going to have both Mercedes in the top 4. Danny is in a great spot, Global. He's in a very good spot.
Now, with those mediums on, come the last
At the end,
57
yeah.
lap, he could overtake 4 or 5 cars in front of him. Easy. He might get up into 5th.
Needs to just get a bit of heat in those tyres and who set the fastest lap? Oh, Verstappen. Fuck. Oh no, Perez. Perez just beat that. There you go. Danny Rick, 1.5 seconds now.
We've been saying, Mr. Baku, why is he going so slow today? Now he's got another set of tyres on. He's got half a second quicker than his teammate, who might just be taking it a bit easier out in front. Sergio,
Lewis Hamilton is gaining pretty quickly here.
Yeah. Gasly's gone. He's got him for sure. I think within 3 or 4 laps he'll be very close.
Oh. Oh no. The rear wing of Sonoda cooked. Cooked sauce, cooked. I think retirement time for Sonoda.
What, so he has to retire just because his rear wing's not working?
Yeah. If it's open, like it's pretty much drag reduction system, mate.
Why can't he just drive without?
But if it's open the whole time, he's just pretty much like he's got DRS for the whole race.
But it was shut.
Half was open, half was shut. So I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it could be.
No, it was only half when he released the DRS. Only half of it was opening, but then it shut back. So
okay,
maybe he just can't use DRS for the rest of the race, but he can still finish the race.
He's cooked anyway. He's got to go pit. He's finished. Max Verstappen is just putting on a clinic.
Yeah, too good.
Putting himself in a very good position for the world title. Yeah, he's done. Black and orange flag. Yep. Goodbye, Yuki. So Danny Rick up into 8th with that retirement. Hamilton is in front of him, but he's definitely in 4th, mate. He's wiping off that much time.
He's
Vettel's up into
seconds, 1 lap.
Yeah, I know. He's flying.
Hamilton on Gasly.
Started second, currently in second. Was 6 points behind Charles Leclerc.
It is a street circuit source. I know there's 13 laps left, but anything could happen. One wrong turn. I'll tell you what, that top 3, 4 could change very quickly. Well, we know the top 4 is going to change because Gasly's gone. No chance. He's in that spot.
Just ready to go out and do this championship, and they're having the issues now.
5 laps, striking distance.
A whole long way to go yet. And for Hamilton, 5 laps, he could be in touching distance of going past Pierre Gasly. Karun, now to you.
Yeah, I'm standing outside the AlphaTauri pits, by the way, and it's a bit odd. They haven't actually asked Tsunoda to pit on the pit board. They're just like giving him all the normal information. Maybe they called
Turn
him on
down the
radio.
audio on your
Oh,
thing.
he's coming down the straight now.
Me? Oh, can you hear it now?
He's jacked it up.
I didn't put it up at all. Better?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I just we'll see how much Danny Rick can get up, but these last 10 laps, I think most of the races is going to be done between fifth and 10th.
Oh, they're taping the wing.
So they're getting out with the gaffer tape. So there's no way they'll be able to use DRS at all, is there?
What the hell are they doing to Tsunoda's car? So they chuck softs on because you can't use the DRS, mate. So, and they use some freaking cloth tape, mate, to stick the wing back together. Have a look at this thing. Hamilton, 5.7
They've used bloody
seconds
duct
now.
tape and fixed up his wing.
I know. How funny is it? Freaking insane. That's actually ridiculous.
What? Yeah, but I don't understand, Dom. How much money is in this sport? You would think they've had some sort of better solution than fucking duct tape. Duct tape that I could just go to the friggin' Coles and buy for $3, mate.
I don't even know what's going on. There could be Le Mans. Everyone could get a Le Mans this week.
What?
Everyone.
It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Our solution for this fucking $1.5 million machine is $3 duct tape.
Fuck. Far out, Max.
Yeah, but I heard the commentators mentioning about, early on in the season was all about Red Bull and their issues with their car. And now come mid-season, it's all about Ferrari and their issues. Ferrari started like a house on fire, but it's not about how you start, mate. It's about how you
finish.
How you finish. And Red Bull look like they're firming to run away with this, really. I really think it is not even going to be close come end of the season. Whoever it is, Perez or Verstappen, one of them, but they're going to be just clear.
It could be, it could be just, it could easily just have a second world championship, Max, because the competition, the two guys there, the main guy that's his competition, like you said,
the team can't even get a proper car on the track that can finish out a 50-lap race.
Fuck. It's unbelievable. I still got Tsunoda. I'm surprised with Danny Rick too. I don't know what he's doing with those mediums.
How's he catching him on the hards?
I don't know. Fuck. Norris is gaining on him quickly. He's doing some quick times. FX Pro, OKX. Who else is on there? Fuck. Hamilton is charging. Should have listened to you, Global. That's what Danny Rick should have done. Should have listened. You should be on the pit wall, mate, with that McLaren team. Not good. Global says build an F1 car from a flat pack. Yeah, you should be able to just go to IKEA and just buy them. Use an Allen key. It'd be good enough for the Ferrari-powered cars at the moment.
They should have listened to you, Global. They should have just went. They should have just rolled the dice, mate. There and put the. I understand they got the free thing because of the safety car. They put him on the mediums, but he's not gaining any pace. He's not even gaining anything on Alonso. Danny Rick.
Comes Lewis.
Oh, brilliant camera angle through the little archway there.
Oh, Hamilton's just he's gonna munch him here. It's all over Red Rover for this Le Mans. Fuck, it's going to be an interesting show on Wednesday, Source. Bit to discuss. A lot happening in the basketball. A lot happening in F1s. A lot happening in the AFL. There's going to be a lot to talk about in the AFL when Melbourne lose tomorrow to Collingwood. And all their off-field dramas. There's going to be a lot to talk about.
There's one of two things that's going to happen. They're either going to galvanise and get the W tomorrow, or they're just going to be an absolute rabble. They're going to lose their third in a row.
I reckon they'll lose tomorrow.
And they are in dire need of a culture. What would you say?
Adjustment. Well, readjustment.
Readjustment.
Get back to what they were last year.
That's right.
A juggernaut. They were a juggernaut last year. Now they're just losing the plot. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Punching on with Jake Malcolm and Stephen May and Simon Goodwin problems pre-season. And what a nightmare. Marty Frederick got a ban for freaking drinking in the short week. We had Bailey Sniff on the weekend. Mate, I'm telling you, it's a shambles. It's actually a shambles at the moment.
But this is what, I just don't understand, mate. These guys, mate. I'm sure if you got one of your good friends to go buy a couple of beers and bring it to your house and have it there or whatever, but don't go out in the public eye. Get on the sip, mate. You're always going to get caught. Everyone's got a fucking camera on in their pocket, mate.
His naivety to think that he can trust everyone in a room, like you said, where we live in an age where everyone's got a fucking phone. It just and with his high profile as one of the best up and coming young footballers, just shows how freaking dumb he is. For the fact that he's doing what he's doing in the first place, but the fact that he thinks he can do it in that environment.
He got him. Hamilton got him. Fourth
Hamilton
place.
got him.
Yeah, I wasn't happy, mate. I was looking for Hamilton. I wanted to get Hamilton top 5 finish, but they didn't have a market for it. Not on the bookmaker I was looking at. Spewing.
There you go, top 4. 2 in the top 4 for Mercedes. Pretty good. They've got all the computers turned off at Ferrari. They've had enough.
They're done.
What a
shows me
mess.
connection to the race, mate. It's bloody lagging up on me.
Yeah, because you probably got crypto charts open.
Yes, I do.
There you go. There you go.
It hasn't lagged this whole time, mate.
No comment. No comment.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, mate. It's panic times for people, mate. Bitcoin's going down, mate.
It's panic times for Ferrari as well. Here comes Danny. He's picked up the pace.
Oh, he's there. He's right there.
Fucking relinquish this, man. He's going to catch Alonso. Global's all over it, man. Global fucking should be in the pit crew with McLaren. He should be mentoring Danny Rick.
They should have put the softs on, mate. They should have just.
He should be saying
the softs on.
Global would be saying, don't listen to your Le Mans that comes on the radio every week because he's got Lando Norris's best interest at heart, not yours. Red Bull just dominating. Fuck, I can't believe Gasly's actually going to finish in 5th. Come on, Danny, man. You got to start shutting these Le Mans. You got to shut them up, man. Fuck. In all honesty, I'll take Danny Rick in 8th, regardless. It's better than what he's put out the last few races.
It's got to be one of his better finishes, no?
Yeah. Tell you what, 182 votes on the poll on TikTok source. 54% said Red Bull would win this race over the 46 on Ferrari. So the 99 people that voted for Red Bull, that's it. Game 5 source on your poll, 136 people. The 192.
It was supposed to say game 4, but I stuffed up the bloody thing.
No, game 5 is the next game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that.
You
But
got
I'm
it
saying
right.
the sticker that I put on top of it, I stuffed it up.
Oh, you Le Mans.
That's all right. Don't worry. I just
No,
want.
you're getting a Le Mans as well this week. Everyone's
next
getting
one.
one.
Oh, you can't
You'll
go
find
back and
something-
edit it. I tried to figure out
I
how to do that.
know.
I don't think you can.
Bitcoin eating shit. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
This is unbelievable. Max Verstappen is just flying. Yeah, Danny Rick's not going to catch Alonso. They're too quick on the straight.
Should have put the softs on. Should have listened to Global.
Oh no, Lewis. Come on, man. In all honesty, he's driven a fantastic race. You know, I'm not his biggest fan, but he deserves to finish this race.
But it is a bit of a slump compared to the high standards that he set himself in his career. Former Red Bull driver, of course, for his first win with the Red Bull team.
Schumacher took Stroll.
Very high oscillations, which we're not fully understanding. So look at the box. Stroll, who had engine issues yesterday, qualifying about 7 tenths of a second. And that is being retired by.
And there goes Stroll, done. You'll be the 5th car retired from this race.
2016, he made his debut with that Red Bull team. It doesn't seem that long to be now setting the record for the most podiums with Red Bull. But the consistency of the man has been very much his hallmark. It has been. I mean, if he's going to get a car like this, and you've got to go into next year with similar.
Good drive for Perez. 2nd in the World Championship.
This heat here has obviously played a lot of trouble with cars this weekend.
Oh, it definitely has.
And that's the difference. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, and that's why he was world champion last year, and that's why people fear racing him. Yeah, I appreciate it's difficult to keep guys. It's going to be difficult for Tom, but we should just try to keep him under pressure for the last 5 laps. Keep him under pressure for the last 5 laps, so he can't make any mistakes. If he makes a mistake, we'll
Just in case. Don't hold back. Daniel Ricciardo. People will turn around and say, yeah, but Max Verstappen overtook Checo Perez. Perez was told not to fight. But Verstappen has a huge difference in speed.
Unbelievable. Surely something doesn't.
Telling that like he's not trying to put pressure on him.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Oh yeah, because I'm not actually trying to catch him.
Just imagine something crazy happens. They get a red flag, 2 laps left, source. Standing restart. Front line. Perez gets
Don't say
Verstappen, mate. Just imagine Perez. No, but Perez gets Verstappen on the first corner. You win your bet. Oh, we'd be celebrating on this pod. We'd be losing the plot if that happened.
Oh my god!
Don't lie. You would be losing it.
It would be pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
I think it's done and dusted.
Yeah, I know it was tailor-made, mate, for Perez. That's what the commenters were saying. It's tailor-made. That's what I thought too, mate. No, but Verstappen was always the danger in this race. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling that just the Ferraris weren't just were going to stuff it up again today.
They're the quali kings, mate. That's it. That's as far as they're gone this year. They can qualify if you got world championship points for qualifying. What happened there? Something. No idea. I think something broke off his car. I don't know. Perez got the fastest time. Extra point for him.
What the hell is this?
What is it?
Like,
Well,
where the hell is Azerbaijan on the map?
Azerbaijan.
I don't even know, mate. Oh, there it is.
Azerbaijan.
Oh, yeah. I've never been there. Nah, never been there. I've been to Turkey. That's about as close as I've been. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right on the right hand side of Is it part of Europe, Azerbaijan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Georgia, Armenia. That's right next to Armenia. And Georgia. Is that Russia, is it?
Can you imagine if Lando takes Ricardo on this lap after saying, "Oh, hold your position"? I reckon Global could throw something through his television if that happened. He'd fucking lose it.
Listen to you, Global. They should have listened to you, mate. They should have put. They should have put the softs on. He would have.
I'm
He would have
telling you,
gained. He would have gained way more time.
if he takes the spot, if he takes the spot from Danny Rick, that's it. He's dead to me, Lando Norris. He's genuinely dead to me. I could possibly hate him just as much as Lewis Hamilton if he took Danny Rick after being told, no, it's fine.
Look at all that rubber on the left.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
There.
Oh, don't. He's just dominated this guy. Too good. Just genuinely too good. Georgie Russell on the podium again.
Leading very, very nicely in the Constructors' Championship, wouldn't they? Red Bull?
The Constructors, yeah, they're dominating that. Well, second behind them is Ferrari, and they've just copped a lazy 41-point smashing today, Ferrari, for the Constructors. It's been 41 zip. Terrible. Georgie Russell. He's not going to take him.
He tried to before. I would not be surprised.
Oh, Global. I want video footage of him if he takes him. He can't, can he? Surely not. Nah, there's too much of a gap. Yellow flag. What's the yellow flag? Who's the Le Mans that's gone off track on the last lap?
Solid race from Red Bull and Verstappen.
Too good. Too good. He's genuinely starting to come together as a driver source too. You know, him not being as erratic. I think he wanted that elusive first title. You know, he'd always been chasing it, and the guy's young. He could do anything in this sport. He genuinely could do anything. Unbelievable. Great result for Mercedes, considering. Yes, third and fourth.
Yeah, it was good.
for
Good
Mercedes.
drive by them. But just, I mean, look, I love to see Georgie Russell execute his plan to perfection. Said, I'm not going to make a mistake. So let them make the mistakes and I'll just reap the benefits. And he's finished on the podium.
Legit. I need to unbelievable.
Oh, look at that fake hug by them, Chico and Verstappen, like they're buddies.
All the YouTubers are doing boxing fights and stuff, and now the AFL's venturing into that market. Why can't we have F1 boxing fights?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Favola, Dave Swan, Boomer Harvey, Stephen Milne.
Mate, Boomer Harvey, he would literally, mate, you don't want to be Stephen Milne, the tip rat. Oh,
The tip rat. Mate,
be some
Boomer
eye
Harvey's
gouging
going to
there.
absolutely pummel him.
Boomer Harvey's a nutcase.
Boomer Harvey is still that fit. Like, whereas Stephen Milne's been out of the league for quite a few years.
Stephen
now.
Milne is the tip rat, mate. He'd be eye gouging and biting ears like Mike Tyson. That's what he'd be doing. All right, Sauce. Good race, solid race. Obviously had its moments with the Ferraris and the Ferrari-powered cars that all retired. But it was Max Verstappen winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at Baku, followed by Sergio Perez, his teammate, in second, then followed by both of the Mercedes, Russell and Hamilton in third and fourth. Gasly held on to fifth. Vettel and Alonso were sixth and seventh. The two McLarens, eighth and ninth in Ricciardo, and Norris and Esteban Ocon rounds out the points in 10th. And on that note, Sauce, thank you to everyone that tuned in.
Nice and early
company
this week.
It was nice
which
and
is
early.
good.
But, mate, it's finished up. It's 11:15. We might even get an early night. We do have a special pod that we're going to be recording tomorrow morning, so I should probably get to sleep. So thank you, Sauce. It's been myself, Dom, with the great man, Sauce. It's off the grid. Thank you very much. And peace.
Peace.
Fix your engines, Ferrari. Fix the